again, it's me, Boo. And I'm just going to do a really quick video and show you the fragrances that I'm going to take to Hawaii with me. And I'm going to report back when I get back on if I used all of them and how well they performed in the hot, humid weather. Because we leave in just like 4 or 5 days. So this is going to be the last video I post on the mainland. Any videos I post for the next few weeks will be Hawaiian videos. And if there's for some reason I'm unable to, I don't know if the wireless or whatever goes out at the hotel we're staying at, then I will be off the air for a couple of weeks. I seriously doubt I'll be posting anything at all, even from my phone, if I can't post from my camera. So anyway, I've told you guys before that I had it narrowed down to 4 or 5. Well, the obsessive fume head in me decided, no, because, you know, I need a couple choices for night, a couple choices for day, a couple wild cards, a couple potentially formal or sexy ones. So anyway, I got it narrowed down to 8. And these are set. I've changed my mind 100 times. I've already decanted them out for the most part, and they're ready to go and packed and stuff. So I'm not going to be changing my mind, I don't think. If I do, I'll just be adding some. I'm not going to be taking any out. So first of all, I only have a couple of decants. I don't actually have a full bottle of this, but I'm still going to decant it out. And I've been wearing this like crazy this summer, and I know last time I took it, I wore it in Hawaii, so I'm going to take it again, and that's Chanel's Coromandel. I have to take it. I have to take it. I'm so obsessed with that fragrance. And another one I'm obsessed with is Hilde Soliani's Red Tulipano, best fruity floral in the world, in my opinion. This is big girl fruity floral, though. This isn't a teenager kind of perfume, and I'll be decanting that one out. Even though this bottle is almost empty, and I have a backup 100 ml bottle, so I may just take this bottle with me. But like I've said before, when you travel, do not take your full bottles with you. Seriously, decant them out, take samples, whatever. The airlines, they have sticky fingers, and my husband travels a lot, and I travel at least yearly, and we have stuff missing out of our suitcase all the time. So I would not take your full bottles ever on an airline, especially. Decant them out, hide them in I wrap them up in socks. I spread my decants out all over the place in case they find, because I've had decants stolen out of my suitcase on trips too. So I try to hide them and stash them so that, you know, if they steal 1 or 2 from me, at least I've got a few more. And that's why I also increased my 4 or 5 that I was going to take. I doubled it to 8, and just in case they keep stealing. So anyway, don't take full bottles. So Coromandel, and then Red Tulipano by Hilde Soliani. And then another one I'm taking is fairly new to me. Well, not that new. And this is Hedonist by Victoria Minya. Love this bottle. I would never take that. It's got all those really cool crystals inside there. Love this. Best honey fragrance. This and Genistot Botrytis are my 2 favorite honeys of all time. I'm dying to see what this does in the hot, humid climate, so it's definitely going with me. So that's Hedonist by Victoria Minya. And another one that is going with me is a new acquisition, and this is Mancera's Roses Vanille. My husband, this isn't his favorite, but I don't care, because I'm not taking it for him. I'm taking it for me. Well, he doesn't hate it, but he says, to me it smells like roses and vanilla. Straightforward, really creamy roses and vanilla. He says it smells like old beer. He says it smells like a bar after it's closed. And you know, ever since he said that, I can smell it a little bit too. It's got that sweet, not like a freshly opened beer, but like an old beer. You know how they get kind of sweet when the alcohol, after it's all the carbonation has gone out and it's warmed up a little bit and it's really flat and it gets that kind of sweet aroma? That's what I'm sure he's talking about, and I totally get it. But I love this stuff. I love this stuff. There's several from Mancera I'm going to be getting in the future. This is just one of them. I also love the Roses Greedy, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one. The Oud Roses, or Rose Oud something. I love that one. I even like the Chocolate and Roses, but it doesn't perform very well. The Oud S, I think it is. I really like that one, but I have some other fragrances that it's similar to, so I doubt I'll buy a bottle of that one. There's another woody one that I really like. I can't think of the name of it right at the moment. Or am I mixing up Mancera and somebody else? Anyway, so there's several from Mancera that I love. I think it's a fabulous house. It's quickly becoming one of my new favorites. So that's decanting out. And of course, I already said this was coming, and La Danza della Libellula by Nobile 1942 is definitely going. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yes. And this one is going because my husband really likes it, and it's probably his second favorite on me. And this is Rouge No. 2 by Mikhayev or Mikalev. Love this. This is so sexy. So sexy. Wow. And then of course, Cinecooch, Amir Al Oud is going. My husband's favorite on me. This stuff makes him crazy. Crazy like a wabbit. Never mind, I'm not going there. And then one that I have to give a shout out, not that it'll ever get back to him and he'll ever know I shouted out to him. I'm not big enough. But Alejandro over at Min New York, what a gem he is. I bought a bottle of Majda Bakai, the Fusion Sacre Lou, or the men's version. I love the women's. I'll probably be getting a bottle of that too. This is another house that's quickly becoming my favorite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Majda Bakai? I don't know. Anyway, here's how it's spelled. Love this line. I have yet to smell anything from this house that I didn't love. I'm just totally enamored. Love the women's. It's the most bizarre tuberose coffee I've ever smelled. A little bit of gardenia in there, and I'm not a tuberose person, but I love this stuff. And mixed with the coffee, it's really a little bizarre, but really attractive to me. So I am going to be getting a bottle of the Fusion Sacre Claire for women. But Eric in his infinite wisdom, he has such good taste in fragrances. He went and did a video on Fusion Sacre for men, and I just went ahead and blind bought it. You know, I love doing that. I like the thrill of it. I don't care who knows it. I don't do it often, not like I used to, just every once in a while if it's something I really researched and I just know I'm going to love. And once you do this for a long time, you really, the blind buys become easier and easier, and usually I can nail it, and I don't do a whole lot of blind buying that's unsuccessful. So once you know your own nose and brain, then you know, it becomes pretty easy. So I knew I was going to like the Lou better than the Claire. I knew I was going to, and I was so right. So anyway, I bought a bottle at Min New York, and it said in stock on the thing, but they had been in such a swamp, you know, they'd been so busy they hadn't been able to update the web pages, and it was out of stock. I was so bummed. Because I'm going on vacation. I wanted to take it with me. I was just really excited about it getting here in time. I ordered it in plenty of time. So Alejandro was like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I don't mean to bug you about it, but, you know, I just was really hoping to take it with me on vacation. So he's like, never fear. Next thing I know, a nice sized decant of it came in the mail, free, from Alejandro over at Min, so I could have some to take with me on vacation. My bottle probably will be arriving sometime while I'm gone, potentially. Luckily, my 6'4" son is going to be house sitting, so I don't think anybody take it off the porch when they see he's here. But anyway, I at least get to take a decant of it. Actually, I'm going to take both the men's and the women's with me to Hawaii. I'm going to take them both with me and see how they do. I have a feeling they're going to do just fine because they are beastly here. And the weather's even cooling down and they're still beastly. Oh my God, I just love this house. Majda Bakali? I really hate the way I pronounce stuff, but this stuff is crazy. If you have a chance to get your nose on the Fusion Sacre, men or women, I believe the women's called Claire and the men's is called Lou. I've heard a couple other terms for male and female, so make sure that you're getting the right one if you're going to be picky about it, but they're both unisex. The women's is a touch feminine because of the tuberose, but then that coffee note really butches it up, you know? And I think the men's is so gourmand that it's easily unisex fragrance. It's a very unique kind of a gourmand to me, though. God, it's just kind of a floral gourmand. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be talking about that one later. I really haven't had enough. I've been saving this decant, so I just wore it a couple of times. So I'm going to be using most of it on the trip, and I'll report back. So anyway, that is my list of fragrances that I'll be taking with me to Hawaii. And like I said, I may not have anything up for a couple of weeks. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you later. Aloha.